Irving inside, Lively all alone, throws it down. 2-point game once again. Derek Lively, 11 points, 13 rebounds off the bench. Such anxious moments here in Dallas. Brown using the screen. Drives, pulls up, jump shot, puts it in! Jaylen Brown now with 30, and the lead back up to 4.
How good has this guy been in the second half? Particularly in isolation, just making tough shots.
Irving to Washington, fakes a 3, puts up a 3. Harper the rebound on the miss. Horford bringing him to the front court. Green in pursuit, nearly poked it away. Horford gets it and stepped out of bounds. Let's see what the whistle and the call is. Jimmy Capers got knocked down after he blew his whistle. I think there may be a foul call. Nope, he talked to Mark Davis and changed it. And it's Mavericks ball.
Would they call that marginal contact? Is that why there's no whistle there?
Important call for Dallas. 30 seconds remaining. Dallas down 4. Irving now guarded by Horford. Irving puts up a 3. Won't go. Brown tips it. And White fouled by P.J. Washington with 22 seconds remaining. Kyrie Irving taking that 3 from the area, which he did back in 2016 with Cleveland, but this one wouldn't go down.
But how about Derek White? He had him late twice, and he forced him left. Now you've got to come up with a tough rebound. There's the shot you're talking about, Mike. But then Derek White pursuing the basketball, being held. I mean, twice he forces him left, scrapping it out on the boards. Big play after big play.
Al Horford. You talked about being on an island earlier. Al Horford on an island against Kyrie Irving while he's got it going. What a stop from Horford.
Meanwhile, for Derek White, the biggest free throws of his career. He's now 3 for 3 from the line, 15 total points. Celtics have only taken 11 free throws, but they've hit 10 of them. Hit 10 of them. Two clutch free throws there. Jason Kidd calls timeout. The lead back up to 6 with 22 seconds remaining. Down by the score of 6 with 22 seconds to go. They're out of timeouts. They really have to go for 3 right away.
Would Boston foul? We saw this in the Indiana game, right? The last thing you want to give up is a 3. And I know it's an unusual strategy, but we have seen it before. We asked Joe the line of demarcation. He wouldn't give us one, but this is an interesting situation here.
Well, he's done unconventional things all season long. They throw it inside. Hardaway getting away. White tried to grab him. Hardaway's three-pointer misses. Rebound Brown.
He absolutely tried to foul him.
And then they fouled Tatum. There's no question, Doris, he tried to foul him, but they let Hardaway take the shot, had a good clean look, and now with 14.6 remaining, the Celtics back to the free throw line.
Well, you called it, Doris. This is not surprising. Joe Mazzulla will do this. And Derek White plays it perfectly as he's on his dribble. Signals to the referee. James Capers doesn't see it. Tim Hardaway with a bad miss.
This is a 35-year-old coach who took over in a tough situation. There is not a detail missed with Joe Mazzulla. This guy has been in complete command of his team, his philosophy, and how he wants to do stuff.
And some of the fans heading for the exits as Tatum knocks down 2. 8-point game with 14.6 remaining. The Celtics withstood that avalanche by the Mavericks. Horford with the foul with 10.8 remaining. Doncic fouled out with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. The Mavericks were down 3. They cut it to 2 with 3.5 left. But the Celtics, like they did against Indiana in the conference finals, making the big plays at crunch time. And it's gone very quiet here at the American Airlines Center. Washington hitting the second, 10.8 remaining, but still a 7-point game. And that's going to do it. The Boston Celtics are one win away from an NBA title. They hold off a furious comeback attempt and now have a 3-0 lead here in these NBA Finals.
Having himself a great fourth quarter. Horford feeling it. A couple of consecutive threes and a mid-range, and Al Horford has come alive. An 11-0 run for Boston. They're up by 8.
What a tremendous job battling adversity and finding a way to put themselves in position to win this game by themselves.
Green fouled underneath by Horford.
When you think about
Finals game, which snaps an NBA stretch for playoff games without a finals to go. The meter's still running. Here's White out front. Brown fouled by Draymond Green. That's going to be his 4th.
but embracing the three-point shot has changed the game. So Derek White,
good time for it to happen for both of them. Brown inside. Horford with the offensive rebound. Wide open Smart. Catch! And the Celtics have stormed ahead. This insurrection has them leading by 11. A 14-0 run.
and Steph Curry tweaked his ankle on that pump fake.
He stumped his
three-point line.
With his side out of bounds.
Sells the shot, but tweaks his ankle.
There's Wiggins. Good switch by Tatum. Wiggins misfired and Brown with a rebound. Hands it off to Tatum, who despite 3 for 17 shooting has 12 assists and 12 points.
That's what you want from your best players. Struggling or find ways to impact the game. He's done it defensively, and he's done it by playmaking.
Playing with his boot against Curry. Over to Smart. White again from deep. Couldn't get this one to fall. Nervous crowd here at Chase. Curry on the drive. And an offensive foul before the bucket, it looks like.
It looks like it's going to be on the screen set by Draymond Green to eliminate the help.
Steve Kerr looking at his bench to see if it's worth challenging. Not going to call a timeout and do it.
Draymond Green not allowing Jason Tatum to help on the drive. That's clearly a grab.
Golden State hasn't scored in the last 4 minutes. Here's Tatum working against Wiggins. Got to Smart in rhythm for 3. Splash! What a flurry by Boston. They're 9 of 11 from downtown in the 4th.
And give Jason Tatum credit. Again, Smart. Experience is overrated at times. He's young enough and foolish enough to say, I can still dominate this game without scoring a point by being a playmaker.
Boston trailed 103 to 100, and since that point, they've come back with a 17-0 run. Smart, Brown, and Curry with the rebound. Down double digits. They need to stop here off this Thompson layup. It's 12 at the margin. That was their first bucket in the last 5 minutes.
That is outstanding defense and discipline by the Celtics, which allowed them to hang around just enough until they found rhythm offensively.
Brown on the baseline, Horford inside. Count it and one. You might want to mark this down. Call the medical examiner, because this one might be over with that bucket, Mark.
I tell you the thing about the Celtics. There's not one guy you can point to. You can point to about 5 or 6 dudes in green and white that has ball game. Al Horford, they did an outstanding job of not holding their head down and stealing game 1 in the Bay Area.
And what about the work of Al Horford? Playing in his first NBA Finals, 10 points. What hit them here in these final 12 minutes, Mark? Because it was a barrage, an onslaught of three-point shooting and precision of the 4th quarter. Al Horford, who has been lauded as On this squad, the Sage veteran knocking down some big shots here in the final quarter.
Timely shots, timely play, rebounding the basketball, putting himself in position to catch and finish. It's been a thing of beauty across the board.
Acquire him from Oklahoma City, and he couldn't have been happier after taking that phone call and thinking about the relationships that he had previously formed, stones of it, that they had a great chance to do something unique.
Moving on to the finals.
And he's ready to put the final kiss on this victory tonight. Al Horford, frequently you see his father, Tito Horford, three-point territory. That is
a 4-point game. Both teams still have 2 timeouts remaining. Crowd on its feet here at the Fiserv Forum.
Phoenix, what you don't want to do is commit a foul.
Giannis has it to Middleton. Middleton puts up the jumper, puts it in! Chris Middleton, another clutch shot in these playoffs, and the lead back up by 6. Timeout, Phoenix.
Talked about not playing hero ball and trusting your system. They get Middleton and Giannis in a little handoff action. Gives Middleton the breathing room that he needs. Big time shot, big time play.
Outer to Paul. Booker rises. Booker won't go. Antetokounmpo, another rebound, gives it to Middleton. They don't have to foul yet. And Bridges fouls him in the backcourt. There was only 3 seconds more to get it across the timeline.
And Chris Middleton's not the guy you want to foul in that situation. Clearly contact though. Middleton does the right thing, holds on to the basketball, going to the line.
And they got an absolute great look for Devin Booker.
Clutch free throw from Middleton. The free throw shooting now 23 of 24 from Milwaukee, led by Antetokounmpo, who was 16 for 17 from the line. Inexplicably, Middleton knocks down a pair. 8-point game. Chris Paul for 3. Rebound, Middleton, knocked out of his hands, picked up by Antetokounmpo. Holiday ahead to Middleton. Suns have to foul. And instead, Mike Budenholzer calls timeout, and they're starting to celebrate here in Milwaukee.
Obviously said that Devin Booker be legendary, but he also tweeted to Giannis, MVP, greatness, next up, championship. This young man has absolutely led the way in a historic way for this Bucks franchise.
MVP chance for the former MVP, the 2-time MVP. His brilliance on full display here tonight. Connaughton misses both. 18 seconds remaining. Chris Paul drives inside and let him lay it up and in. And that makes it a 6-point game with 10 seconds left. And there's the foul. Quickly this time on Giannis. Again, Suns still have a timeout left, and that's critical.
And you would, as well as he shot free throws, you want to get the ball in to Chris Middleton.
Absolutely. Or Drew Holiday. I mean, but you want to get the ball into your best free throw shooter. Because these are different free throws than he's been shooting all game long.
He has been magnificent at the line. A rare miss tonight. And the Suns will call their final timeout. Down 7 with 8.9 remaining. The players exhausted will go to their benches. The Milwaukee Bucks on the verge. 8.9 seconds remain. And what has been another thrilling game between these two teams. Finals featuring two teams that had not been here in decades. A finals without the familiar star power that we've had in recent years. But that's what I call star power. And the huge smile. They put the clock back to 9.5 seconds. $50 points, 14 rebounds, 5 block shots, 50 of 105 points. Nearly half the team's total. Now, Jeff, with 9.5 remaining, a miracle finish would have to obviously happen for Phoenix to pull it out. And again, they're out of timeouts.
That's why you've got to concentrate on the details.
Booker turns, shoots, fires. Shot won't go. Tucker the rebound. And that'll do it. It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended after a half century. The Milwaukee Bucks have court as Miami's back within one.
Tell you, the Lakers right now, they're getting great looks offensively.
And they're just going to keep putting the smalls, Duncan Robinson and Hero, in the pick and roll.
James against Butler, drives, gets inside, stops, blocked by Butler, rejected out of bounds. James looking, finds Caruso. Caruso fakes and stolen by Butler. Coming up on 3.5 remaining. Butler drives, draws the foul. That's very close to being in the upper motion. Butler guarded by Morris. Shot clock at 4. Butler drives, stops. Up top, Robinson puts up a 3. It's good! It's good! Duncan Robinson from downtown. And the Heat back on top by 2.
As Butler's isolating, Robinson's man staring at the ball. Robinson, great job relocating.
Caldwell Pope looks to answer. Cannot. The tip won't go, but a foul. Third team foul on Miami. Caruso to James. James gets fouled, still gets the shot. Now has 35 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and we're all tied up.
This is where Tyler Hero has to be assertive.
Now Morris switches up on Butler. Butler the drive, floats it up, shot won't go, and the rebound goes to the Lakers. Looked like it was going to take a lucky bounce for the Heat.
And Anthony Davis hobbling, running up the floor.
He's been hobbling a bit the last couple of minutes. The limp more pronounced now. James finds Caldwell Pope, three-pointer. In and out, fight for the rebound, knock loose Butler to save it. Finds Tyler Hero. A thriller here in Game 5. Adebayo looking, back to Robinson, up top to Butler. Butler pulls up, got it! Jimmy Butler does it again, and the Heat take a 2-point lead. James looking, now Crowder switches on him. James drives, gets inside, running layup, it's good, and a foul! LeBron, he's got 38. Lakers up by 1, a minute and a half away from a championship. But here comes Jimmy Butler and the Heat. Butler one-on-one with Markieff Morris. Butler drives, falling away, got it again! Jimmy Butler puts the Heat back up by 1.
Anybody but LeBron James here.
James and Butler. James drives, goes inside, layup, missed it, got the rebound, the follow, he banks it home.
To me, if I'm Miami, on the next possession, I'm getting the ball out of his hands. That ball's got to swing to somebody else.
James and Butler throwing haymakers at each other. Butler drives, and he's fouled follows the Heat back up by 1.
And I'm not worried about the 3 being up 1. I'm coming to get LeBron James in a double team. It's going to be Caruso that has to beat me.
Both teams in the penalty. Both teams 1 timeout remaining. James guarded by Butler. Posting him up, backing in, looking, kicks it out, pass deflected, Caldwell pulled for 3. No good, Davis on the follow, and he lays it in as the shot clock expires.
Just up in position, be ready to catch and knock down a shot.
Into the hands, of course, to Jimmy Butler. Butler goes to the basket, layup, 1 goal but a foul. Green into the hands of LeBron James, Butler on him. Green coming up to set a screen. James goes the other way. Drives down the lane. Back out to Green. Green for 3. Off the mark. No good. Marquise Morris has it. Throws it inside and throws it out of bounds. With 2.2. Crowder looking inside to Hero, and he's fouled immediately. Rifles a pass to James. James gets off the 3. It's over. The Heat take every punch and refuse to surrender. There'll be a game 6. Had that little hitch again, but this one goes down. Nembhard, full court pressure. Oh, and Nembhard runs over Caruso, tried to pick up an off-the-ball charge. Pitcher safe, play on. Here comes the double. Ball lost, and a foul call.
No center on the floor, no Hartenstein, no check for OKC.
5-point game. Make it 36. They've hit 11 of 13 free throws here in the 4th. Lead up to 9. Nembhard pushing it up the floor, double team. Knocked away, gets it back. Toppin wanted to shoot, Caruso wouldn't let him. Nesmith drills it, rattles it home. Nesmith with his 3rd three-pointer. Every time OKC gets a little breathing room, the Pacers have an answer. 6-point game with 2.5 to play. SGA kicks it out. Williams fakes, fires, 3-pointer. Nesmith the rebound. Nesmith and Nembhard play catch.
Tyrese is not even the main ball handler at this point in time because the defense has been so aggressive.
Nembhard steps back, 3-pointer. Got it! 3-pointer from Nembhard. It's a 3-point game with 1:59 remaining. He's hit some big threes in his brief playoff career. Some anxiety here for the fans in Oklahoma City. Wallace kicks it out. Dort, 3-pointer. Williams couldn't grab it. Halliburton back to Nesmith. Nesmith the drive inside. Blocked by Dort. Oh, what a rejection from Lou Dort. SGA drives. The finish. It's good. He's a scoring machine. He's got 36. Caruso called for the foul.
Lou Dort, all defensive team. Watch this challenge. Straight verticality. Then the block, the discipline. This is ridiculous. Stay straight. Those arms can come over if contact forces it. He stays positioned.
That is just so difficult. On the other end, this is what they do. They turn turnovers, great defense, into fast-paced transition opportunities, and then Shea just finishes off the job.
Nembhard hits the free throw. 13 points, 4-point game.
We heard Rick Carlisle saying, you've got to attack off the drive. This is what has made Nembhard successful in this half.
2 clutch free throws right there. Again, both teams in the penalty. Each team with multiple timeouts. The Thunder clinging to this 3-point lead. SGA the drive inside, shot blocked. Siakam throws it back. Nembhard, Nesmith up top, Toppin. Under a minute remaining. Nembhard and Wallace step back, 3-pointer. short. Rebound to follow. Siakam puts it in. 1 point game.
Boy, Siakam just so opportunistic. Makes the block on one end. Keeps moving. He is a relentless mover, Siakam.
SGA guarded by Nimhard. Back up top, Jalen Williams. Shot clock at 5. Williams on the drive. Gets in the paint. Puts it up off the glass. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. Picked up by Siakam. And Siakam's out of bounds. Thunder ball with 22.5, but Indiana might challenge.
Every player on Indiana is asking for that challenge right now. We have a timeout.
After review, Siakam is the last to touch the ball prior to going out of bounds. There is no foul consequence to the play. The challenge is unsuccessful.
From Mike.
SGA has it. There's about a 9-second difference shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls off, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again. Their first lead of the game. But this has to be a catch and shoot. No dribble, no turn. 0.3 of a second remaining. And now Rick Carlisle will call a timeout. Caruso looking, throws it up on the rim, knocked away, and Indiana takes game 1.
And Matt Strus has done tonight, just competing at a high level.
And Porter Jr. finishing tonight's game, not the 2 previous ones.
Butler now aggressive, looking for a shot, backs in, turns, shoots and scores, and the Heat take a 1-point lead. Clutch buckets from Jimmy Butler. 8 straight points. Two and a half to go. Murray pulls back. Finds Jokic. Martin on him. Jokic drives down a lane. Layup is good. Nuggets back up by 1.
Once you switch the pick and roll and they throw it to the free throw line, you have to come and double Jokic against the smaller Heat.
Approaching 2 minutes remaining. Butler steps back, 3-pointer. Rebound, tipped and taken by Adebayo. Lowry knocks it out of his hands. Butler the drive, the layup, and a foul. Floor at 37. And Butler, so quiet.
Murray, to me, I'm jumping Jamal Murray. I'm blitzing him, not allowing him to make a comfortable pass to Joker.
If you do, you have to rotate early to Jokic and make the ball go to Bruce Brown, Gordon, or Caldwell Pope. The shots can't come from Murray and Jokic.
Butler with the last 13 points for the Heat. Bruce Brown. Lowry's on Jokic, directing the traffic. Jokic backs in Lowry all over him. Tries to steal it, and a foul. A foul on Lowry. Murray falling away. Rebound, Brown banks it home. Bruce Brown puts the Nuggets back up by 1. Minute and a half remaining. Butler the drive. Strus a 3. Won't go. Gordon the rebound. Kicked out of bounds. Denver ball with 1:11 remaining.
Excellent play by Butler. And good rebound there by Bruce Brown. But Butler created a really good look for Strus in the corner.
Jamal Murray as we approach a minute remaining. Nuggets clinging to a 1-point lead. Murray lobs it up top to Jokic, 5 to shoot. Jokic backs in, drives inside, layup won't go. Gordon's tip is no good. Strus the rebound. 45 seconds remaining.
This is where you want to look to for one if you can, if you get a good one.
Lowry picked up by Gordon. Murray is on Butler. Jimmy Butler on the drive, gets inside, stops. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And a foul with 24.7 remaining. They're 9 of 19 from the free throw line tonight. Both teams still with 2 timeouts remaining. 2 clutch free throws from Contavious Caldwell Pope. Nuggets by 3. Timeout by. No fouls to give. Miami still has 1 timeout left. Denver has 2. Inside to Butler. Gordon guards him. Duncan Robinson looking for it. Caldwell Pope pokes it away. Butler hoists up a 3. Off the mark. Brown the rebound. They've got a foul, and they do. With 14.3 remaining.
You don't need a 3 in that situation.
Bruce Brown's career. Knocks down the first. Now with 9 points. Gets the second one to bounce in. 2 clutch free throws from Brown. Timeout Miami.
Can throw it in and get it back and be a very dangerous three-point shooter.
Lowry searching. Looking. Finds Strus back to Lowry. There it is, 3-pointer. Won't go. Rebound, Caldwell Pope. They're not going to foul. The Heat will let it play out. It's over. At last, the long wait is over. After 47 years, the Denver Nuggets can finally call themselves NBA champions. They're in the penalty. Spurs not there yet.
Last couple times Brunson's had the ball offensively, they've taken it out of his hands. He has to be ready to move it to the weak side. You're going to have a 2-on-1.
Brunson with Wemby on him. Drives, pulls back. Shot clock at 5. Brunson fires up a 3. Puts it in! 1-point game! This building is shaking right now!
Going at Brunson in the pick and roll. They keep trying to bring him up. Now Karl-Anthony Towns.
Bucks throws it away! Josh Hart ahead of the pack, lays it up. Lost! Oh, he missed the layup! It would have given the Knicks the lead.
He wasn't sure if he wanted to try to dunk it or not. He didn't get enough elevation.
Wemby on the drive, gets inside. Layup won't go, but a foul.
And got that up on the glass.
Credit Castle for creating those footsteps behind him. Wembanyama misses a free throw. The greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Missed them both.
Jalen Brunson is loose now. This has been the best rhythm he's been in the entire series.
Brunson using the screen set by Towns. Vassell right on him. 8 on the 24. Gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Castle on him now. Brunson, stutter dribble. Drives inside. Goes up. Floaters up. It's good. The Knicks take the lead with 1:22 remaining. Their first lead of the night.
San Antonio looks a little unsure what they want to go to right now offensively.
Fox pulls it back, cross court, Vassell. Castle stumbled, lost it. Picks it up again. Hart right with him. Castle on the drive. Inside, and he stepped out of bounds. Knicks ball with 1:02 remaining.
Resisting that baseline drive, using the baseline as an extra defender.
Brunson brings it up, Vassell on him. Alvarado sets the screen. Wemby right there lurking. Alvarado has it. Shot clock at 8. Good ball denial from Vassell. Brunson gets it back. Brunson leans. Nearly taken away. Has to put up the shot. Won't go. Towns the rebound. The follow. And they wave it off. A 24-second violation.
And to try to get some action.
Robinson guarding Wembanyama. They throw in the backcourt to Fox. The Knicks defense here in the second half has been spectacular. Fox against Anunoby. Pulls up, jump shot. Short, won't go. The follow, no, but a foul. He hit the 2 clutch free throws in game 3. Young man who was born in Queens, plays college ball on this floor, sometimes at UConn. Knocks down that first one. Two clutch free throws. Right now he backs off though. Brunson trying to get free into the hands of Brunson. Brunson's got Vasil on him. Crossover, drives, goes inside, pulls back. Kicks it out in the corner. Brunson gets it back. Brunson on the drive. The floater's up. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected in the backcourt. Fox has a chance to get it. Fox has it inside. Blocked by Anunoby. 9 seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining. And Mike Brown, or they call a foul. They had a foul to give.
Go flat for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 1-on-1.
Brunson gets it. Fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Towns will guard the inbounds. Robinson will guard Wembanyama. Vassell, Castle, Fox as well. Harper's going to inbound the ball. No timeouts left. They have to get it in. Harper lobs it inside. Castle has it, lost it. That's it. It's over.